Hey guys, it's Tina here. I'm in LA for the launch of my new palette, Run Wild with BH Cosmetics. Why don't you guys come inside and I'll show you how to recreate this makeup look. I grew up in Sydney in a small place near Cabramatta, which is kind of like known as the ghetto side, but believe it or not, it's super expensive now. And I grew up in an area with a lot of Vietnamese people. I feel like because of yesterday, I feel like the portion size, I think it's just crazy. The size here, like a small would be a large in Australia. So I think like portion size is a big difference. What inspired me to get into beauty? I've always been like the creative type, and I kind of just fell into beauty. I studied graphic design first. I thought I wanted to be a graphic designer, but then I just didn't like being stuck in an office. And so I tried beauty out, and I actually used to do a lot of facials, massage, and then that kind of evolved into makeup. My biggest beauty inspiration, it would have to be two people, Kim Kwan and Ray Morris, who is an Australian makeup artist. I remember it was like, I think it was like the 120 eyeshadow palette. That was my first palette that I bought. That would have been like 8 years ago. One word to describe my palette would be wild. They're all my favorite, but I have to say I love Wild Child, which is this matte yellow, and what I'm using now, Juicy. The one beauty product that I can't live without would probably be moisturizer. I'm plain like that, but I love my moisturizer. My current favorite makeup trend would have to be glossy everything, like glossy eyes, glossy cheeks, glossy hair. I'm just all about the gloss. Actually, I felt like I wanted to make my own twist on like a first impressions video, and so that's how Tina Tries It came to be. It was like, just like me trying something for the first time, giving my honest opinion, and then it kind of just took off. Comfortable, my style would be comfortable. One beauty product that I never leave home without would be sunscreen. Oh, a makeup trend that I've always wanted to try would be like a deep cut crease. I feel like I'm not too confident with that. 3 words that describe me best as a person would be bubbly, silly, and maybe like a perfectionist sometimes. If I wasn't doing beauty, I think I would probably still be like a beauty therapist or a graphic designer, like not if I wasn't doing makeup. Oh, if I won the lottery, I would probably buy my parents a house. And then myself, obviously, and then my dog as well, because why not? Everyone deserves a house. Who would it be? If I could trade lives with one other person, it'd have to be Rihanna, because I recently met her and I'm just like completely fangirl. I love her. I love makeup because it makes me feel creative. Every time I go to LA, I have to visit In-N-Out Burger, like hands down. My favorite places to shop would be online. I'm actually like, I can spend hours on ASOS, and I love Australian brands, Chic and Kookai, they're my favorite. My top 3 places to visit would have to be Korea, because it is like crazy beauty haven there in Myeongdong, and Japan, and the third would have to be Barcelona. I just love that they have like the beaches, the food's amazing, and the people are really nice. I have one, but I don't think it's much of a talent. I can move my nose and my ears. My party trick, guys. Super impressed, right? My favorite food of all time has to be Vietnamese summer rolls. I love Vietnamese summer rolls and fish sauce. My favorite emoji is the one that the guy, what is it? Like, how do I explain it? It's the mind-blowing one. It's just the brain explosion one. That's my favorite emoji. Beauty sponge all the way. Matte, because I'm using matte colors right now. Yellow. One thing that everyone always says when they first meet me is, oh my God, Tina, you're so tiny. Like, why? They only see this much, the top half of me, and they expect me to be tall. I don't know why, but I'm actually tiny. One of my proudest moments has to be when I got my mum off welfare. She was on welfare for a while, and I was able to support her after a few years of doing YouTube. So that would be my proudest moment. Now I am super excited to give you guys a preview of my palette. This is Run Wild, my collaboration with BH Cosmetics. Let me just show you the packaging because I am in love with this. It's like I guess like a double fold palette, and the color, this deep teal and this rose gold, it's inspired by my couch. Oddly enough, we bought this like deep teal couch and I really love that color. And so that's one of the colors I've incorporated into this palette. So we've got eyeshadows, we've got highlighters, we've got 3 blushes and a contour shade. So this is basically like my on-the-go palette, like a face palette. And my favorite shade out of the entire range would have to be Wild Child, this matte yellow. I am just a sucker for yellow, as you guys can see, head to toe yellow. And what I really like about this palette is that I actually use some of the blushes as a eyeshadow color as well. So they're great for transitions, especially the contour shade. I usually use that on the crease as well. And these highlighters, I love these. This is Starlet and Luna. One has a more pinky sheen to it and the other one is more golden. I actually like to mix both of them together to get like a really nice like pinky gold highlight, almost like rose gold like my palette. And with the colors, I was inspired by more like bright colors, and one of the big trends this year is just having like a simple wash of color over your eyes. So I feel like any of these shades, you can just wear it alone or you can double up and create a more 3-dimensional look. With the names, actually picked out a few names that meant like, they have a little bit of meaning for me, and one of my favorite names is avocado because I always eat avocado and toast for breakfast, and then cactus because I have like a little family of cactus. I'm like a plant mom. And then we've got Coco here, which is actually my little Pomeranian cross Maltese dog. This shade here, I really like this one. It's like a red, but it's got a little bit of shimmer to it, and this one's called Heat because look at it. It's just like, it's hot right there. And this one, Rain, it's more of like a purple shimmer, and that really looks nice just as a wash over the eyes, and you can kind of combine it with like any of these shades, and I feel like all of them really complement each other. And Sky High, it's just like this nice golden shimmer. It just looks really sky high, right? So that is a quick preview of my palette. I hope you guys like those colors as much as I do. I'm super excited for this baby to launch in June, so make sure you stay tuned for more updates.